What's up, guys? So it is the morning and we are 2 days out. It is peak week. Peak week is here and I cannot believe it. This could be, 2 days away from the end of the season. Hopefully not, because we're coming to win. We're coming to qualify for the Natural Olympia. But it's almost the end of the UK prep and we are almost at the UK DFBA European, UK and international finals, and I can't believe it. This prep has just flown by the last 4 weeks since the qualifier. It has literally just gone so quick. So yeah, today is gonna be a really good day. We're gonna basically just show you a whole day of eating, and we're gonna show you what it takes to carb up for this show. We've been doing a linear load from Sunday, slowly increasing carbs. And today is probably going to be a more assertive day, which is very exciting. And it's a rest day as well. So we're just going to relax and eat and just show you what I'm doing at 2 days out in terms of food, do some posing perhaps. Obviously you just saw my morning update, sent across to AJ just now to hear his plan for today in terms of food. We always take it day by day and we don't have like a set plan. That's always the best way to approach it. So yeah, we woke up this morning at 71.6 kilos, which is over 2 kilos lighter since the qualifier, which is really good. And the look has improved a lot since then, for sure. And I'm really happy. Can't wait for today. This is always the fun part of prep, eating good amounts of carbs and relaxing and just enjoying food. Though when you do eat the carbs, your food focus just goes through the roof. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Midnight in Berlin, I've never seen so many pretty lights. Where do I begin? I've been holding on to you so tight, but fate, it took me like an ocean wave. Blame myself for all of our mistakes.
So I swear by this supplement for immunity and like staying healthy, and it's on Elite Sups. You can order this on Elite Sups right now. It's by Strong Nutrition. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that word, but it's really good to fight oxidative stress. So if you ever feel like you're getting unwell, you take 2 servings of this, and then if you're just trying to prevent, then just take 1 serving of this a day. So I do 5 grams of this in the morning, and yeah, it's just got some really good supplements, ingredients in here that help prevent and fight oxidative stress and keep you really healthy, which is really important, especially in winter now. We get ill a lot more often, and if you want to succeed in adding muscle and growing, you want to prevent any injuries, prevent illnesses, and anything that's going to disrupt your routine. So yeah, go on Elite Sups, use my discount code PAL10, and I swear by this, I promise you will not get unwell if you take this. It's so good. Number 1, cream and rice, chocolate fudge flavour trained by JP. I love this flavour. Again, you can get this on Elite Sups, discount code PAL10. Sorry to keep plugging my discount code, but it's got to be done. I feel like you guys have watched me make cream and rice so many times, but it's my favourite food on prep, hands down. It digests so well, and all the different flavours just make it so nice. If you get like a few different flavours, you can switch it up. That's what I do. Right guys, so we have my first meal, which is a bit of a feast. 250 grams of yogurt, 15 grams of whey, 100 grams of frozen blueberries, and then 100 grams of cream of rice, chocolate fudge, trained by JP flavour, with 1 gram of salt in there as well, because we're tracking salt. So 6 grams of salt is in today. And then I'm drinking 7 litres of fluid today. So we scaled back on water a little bit. So 7 litres of fluid today, as opposed to 8, which was yesterday, because we found that my physique looks a lot better when we scale back on fluid before the show, for sure. So yeah, you're gonna enjoy this big bowl of cream rice, lovely. Carbs are roughly, I think, 90 grams of carbs in this meal. So yeah, lots of carbs to be enjoyed, and I will catch you for the next meal. Down meal 2, which is 70 grams of white rice, 150 grams of chicken and greens. So the chicken was 200 grams previously, but we've just bumped protein down a little bit just to aid digestion a bit more, just to help with, you know, the main goal right now is digesting the carbs. So bring the protein down a little bit just to aid digestion, and then we'll bring it down even more the closer we get to the show. On show day itself, it'll be way lower because you don't really need it. So yeah, a bit more of a smaller carb meal this time. So just 70 grams of rice. This is actually the smallest carbohydrate meal that I have today. But ultimately, like, the thing is, when you're loading, and for a while, so I've been increasing carbs since Sunday last week, you're not going to be doing crazy high days. Like, it's not needed. And if you do now, chances are I'm going to just spill because the carbs are sitting nicely now. You know, it takes a while to actually hold carbs. It takes like a few days to fully start to hold all the carbs that you're eating, which is why sometimes doing aggressive backloads is quite tricky. So yeah, and also, like, myself and my coach AJ agree that, like, my physique looks better as detailed as possible. We can push fullness, but we'd rather come in crisp, and it just presents my physique in the best way possible. So, and also another thing, saying a lot of things, is like, it's better to land the look perfectly on show day, as opposed to us being really assertive now, being 2 days out, and then having to scale back tomorrow. So we'd rather leave room to then just go all the way into the show with, like, the most carbs, so then everything is just peaked to perfection, you know, as opposed to you having last minute, like, just doing protein and fats when you're trying to step on stage. In my opinion, I think, you know, you want to be loading carbs into the show and have the most sort of the day before. So yeah, that is the plan. Bit of a smaller carb meal. I'm gonna love this. I've still yet to decide what I prefer, cream of rice or chicken and rice. I just can't decide, because obviously it's just rice, you can interchange. But yeah, this is gonna be enjoyed. Just going to town to see Ruby, the missus, because she's in town, and I said that I just come and just see her for a coffee and chill out. Obviously, being a rest day and I haven't got any cardio, I've done all my work, it's kind of weird just like doing nothing. And AJ said do 7.5k steps today. It's good to keep things moving, just so we're keeping things consistent, so we know what the carbs are going to do. And then tomorrow we'll drop down steps. So got room to do some steps. May as well go to town, get a coffee, chill out a bit, and just enjoy not doing much, because a lot of the time I'm doing a lot. So that's the plan.
Look who's here. Milo, you gonna smile? Yeah? I've got large Americano.
The only coffee you can have is black coffee, so you get used to it, but it's done the job, this prep, I'll be honest. It always helps with suppressing the appetite, so, and I'm pretty fucking hungry right now, so this will do the job.
He's like, good soup. Oh, delicious. Delicious.
Right, so I've got cream of rice on. I'm going to show you guys how to make a whey paste because the cereal milk as a whey paste is literally insane. It is so good. So yeah, I'm going to have 40 grams of this. So what you do, I mean it's pretty simple, like, but I'll show you anyway. So I'm going to add cold water. So you add a little bit of cold water, you stir, and you just keep adding until you get it to like where you think is going to be good. But I'd always start off with it being quite thick, and then keep adding water, because otherwise you might make the error of putting too much water in and it's just like a liquid. So you can make it like a thick whey paste, or you can make it a little bit more like thinner, like a sauce. Add a bit more. Just keep stirring. But I think in cream of rice this is the way to go, because if you mix whey in the cream of rice itself, it can just get like a little bit powdery. Whereas if you put it on top, it's like this nice sauce, and the cereal milk is just so good. Like I can literally eat this like this. I mean, literally like a nice paste. I'll keep mixing it until it's like completely smooth. But the Perform is, in my opinion, really good as a paste. I've used quite a few, but it's just like a nice creamy sort of texture. So you can get this on Elite Sups with my discount code PAL10. And yeah, you will not be disappointed. This flavour is just so good. 100 grams of cream of rice, 20 grams of nut butter, and I'm just going to put this as a sauce. It's so good. Literally tastes like Frosties. I reckon post-show I might just make a massive tub of this. That was a whey, and then that's peanut butter. And then loads of cream rice. Lovely. So we've got my next meal, meal number 3. I just told you what it is, but gonna chill out, put my feet up. We're gonna watch some Breaking Bad. I've already watched it before, but it's such a good series, so rewatching that. But this is what Peak Week's about. It's about resting and not doing too much and just eating and putting your feet up. So that's what I'm gonna do now for a while. We've got a trim booked at 5. Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely devour this. Look at that. So we're about to go and get a trim, because we are 2 days out, and that is the standard procedure at 2 days out. I have to get a trim. You always got to get a fresh trim before stepping on stage, in my opinion, and it will make this face look a lot leaner, I think, which always helps. Not that they judge you on your sucked in face, but you want to make an impression with conditioning. So yeah, you've got to find every way possible. So you're going to go get a trim now, and I'll catch you in the next clip. So we're back, and the trim is done. So the show day trim is here, and it's a decent job. Ollie B is a great barber, shout out to him. Always been my barber for many years now, to be fair. So yeah, it's time for my 4th meal. I'm gonna get that in now. But yeah, feeling happy with the trim. Face is more sunken in, hopefully. But yeah, time to eat. So the next meal, 100 grams of oats, and there's also 100 grams of berries in here. So yeah, this is probably my favourite meal of the day. I just love protein and oats. It's the Perform Whey again, with 100 grams of berries, 1 gram of salt, because we need to have 6 grams of salt today. And then the best bit is that 20 grams of 85% dark chocolate, which is one of my favorite fat sources. It's so good for your health, really good for heart health. It digests so well, it's so good for your stomach. And yeah, it tastes so good on oats. So yeah, I find oats as well, they just sit really well with me. Some people don't digest oats as well as others. Luckily for me, oats digest so well. It's a really good meal to have like nearer to the end of the day, just because it's slower digesting, and so you can hold the fullness for longer. So say you're training the next day and you want to have a meal that's going to sit well with you and you're going to store that glycogen for a long period of time, then something like this is the way forward. I absolutely love this meal now, but in the off season, oats can get a bit trickier because it is a very satiated food source. But yeah, time to eat. So final meal of the day, and surprise, surprise, there's actually no carbs in this meal. So it's yogurt with peanut butter. Well, actually there are carbs, but low carbs. 100 grams of blueberries. It doesn't really count as carbs. So this is basically because we've realized that I dry out a lot more into the morning, just doing like a protein fat meal, you know, less carbs, and just using fats to hold the fullness that we've just built up all day. It also, another thing that we've noticed is my sleep is actually surprisingly a lot better going to bed off the back of just protein and fats. I think it's just like the carbohydrates I eat before bed. You know, when I do have carbs before bed, it just sort of triggers hunger a bit more. And I'm waking up at like 4 in the morning just really hungry. Whereas this just settles my stomach, and then I just have a good night's sleep. I've noticed my sleep improve a lot since doing this. And sleep's really important, you know. We need good sleep to drop off stress. We want stress to be dropped off, so we drop fluid off, we look as dry as possible. You know, the more stress the body, the more fluid it's going to retain. So that's why we're doing this. So that leaves the final macros today. It's like around 400 carbs on a rest day, no training, around 8,000 steps, just putting my feet up. We've been loading all week. Tomorrow will be a more assertive day of filling up because I'm training. It's going to be an upper session. But I just wanted to show you guys like a full day of eating, carbing up, rest day, just chilling out, and showing you guys what I'm eating before I step on stage. And the reality of it is it's not crazy, because we're making sure I bring, you know, a really crisp, detailed look to the stage. We don't want to risk just over pushing fullness, losing that dry, conditioned look, and losing the detail that my physique really, really needs to be displayed in its best possible way. You know, I feel like my physique, you know, it's a good shape. We want those clear lines to the physique through being sucked in as much as possible. You know, small waist, wide shoulders, you know, that's the look we're going for. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, full day of eating, carbing up, and yeah, let's just do it now. 2 days out. Tomorrow I'm just gonna take it easy and just sort my tan out and just relax, and then we're gonna have show day filmed for you guys. Trust me on that, it's gonna be a banger of a video. I promise you that. It's gonna be just as good as the last 100%, and yeah, just gonna keep the content coming. So let's see what we can do. I'm bringing my best. That's for sure. The hard work's been done, and yeah, the lightest I've been in God knows how long. So that can only mean one thing, which is we are fucking peeled. Cheers for tuning in, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, which will be show day. So exciting. Let's do it.